Hey guys, this is Dave and my wife Tiff.
Hi.
We're gonna try something different tonight. Been talking about this with some guys and friends, and they probably never thought we were gonna do this, but we're gonna start a podcast tonight. If you guys like it, give us a thumbs up or a like or whatever, and we'll do another one. But basically, if you haven't already, heard from us at one time or another, we listen to people like Andy Frisella and Simon Sinek, and these guys are preaching us at this time that there's a lot of people that are negative and selfish, and it's more time than ever to continue to try to give back to others and bring people up, and because that's truly how you get fulfillment. And so
and spread the positivity in the world.
Sure. And I mean, we both take that seriously, and we're going to try to do it for you guys. So hopefully,
spread the love.
So tonight will be the first podcast where the reason we're starting this podcast is for three things. One, you probably heard this, if you hear Andy Frisella, but it's along the same lines because we align with his values. But is mentorship. We know that people need to have good mentors out there. There's a lot of them that just don't know where to go and don't know where to get it.
Right.
But we want to try to help if we can. We want to motivate others. Basically, to be authentic and truth, because you know what, we don't know everything, but
we don't. We've made a lot of mistakes, which is what the wisdom we've earned is from those mistakes, and we want to share that with you, and hopefully that can help you in your life in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So.
But we're always going to tell the truth. We'll tell you when we made mistakes. But we also want to just continue to help others. Because as I said before, that's where our true fulfillment comes from. So tonight we're going to see if if you're a firefighter, if you're a wife, if you're a human being out there. We're going to talk a little bit about how we see relationships and the balance. And we heard this on a different podcast, but we thought it really was spoken well.
Yeah, it really resonated with us. It talked about how you can balance your life and in 5 different categories. For us specifically, it would be 5 categories. One being your career, secondly being your family, which is your children, or if you have siblings and parents, things like that. Thirdly is
friends.
Your friends, and
spouse.
Then you have your spouse, and then yourself. And yourself consists of your emotional health, your spiritual health, and your physical health. That's all, you're taking care of yourself. So if you don't have a balance of all of those things, then you're probably not going to feel real fulfilled in your life.
I mean, and that's one thing too that I think as a relationships, you also have to, that spouse can help bring up those different spots, but and take the weight off. But it's working together and communicating, because you have to know which one that they are obviously depleting. So. The fact of the matter is that we understand in order to be successful, you're going to spend time in your career. But understand, if you spend time in your career all the time, you have
to make sure nothing else is lacking. You're going to have to.
You still have kids. You still have a wife. And the thing is, it might mean something as small as just sending a text to your wife to say, hey. But you always have something in the basket. It's like you have a little footprint, or a little pinky in that ring of your spouse. Or if you just, put a little card in, your kids' thing, even though you may not see them for, 2 days, because we all work, 48 hours or whatever, for some of us. It's just letting them know that, like, I do this for you, and, I love you. So you got to have that.
A phone call or text still goes such a long way for women, and for men too, I'm sure, but especially for women. We like to feel that connection still.
Sure. So we understand that that's work, but I mean, that's partly, and if you don't have a spouse, you might not have a category, but, you're still dividing it amongst, whether it be your career, yourself, and yourself, is complicated in its own being, because there is 3 things for you. If you don't have your health, physically or emotionally, there's no way you're going to be able to get the balance and the rest of the stuff. So, and that includes spiritually. So I believe that ultimately, no, we're not going to get into religion debate. It's not about that. It's about just having a spiritual side, whatever that may be to you,
Right.
By taking care of yourself. And so when you have those three balanced out, you're firing on everything, and but you're always gonna have to keep balance in all five of those. So if you're putting 40-50%, of your power or your all your stuff into your career, just know you're gonna be lacking other things, and it's how much effort that you're putting in that keeps those steady.
And balance.
Sure, it goes back to even being healthy for yourself and exercising.
Right. So basically, I mean, to round it up and sum it up.
I mean, as far as relationships go, sometimes it's it's hard to look at things differently, but we're hoping that people see things in their life and say, okay, I see what they're saying with the the 5 different points. I do want to have friends. I do want to have family. I have my spouse to take care of. I have my job. I have all these things. And no one can do it 100% in one, because you wouldn't have the others.
Right.
So it's going to have to be whatever is in that life of yours. Whether it be family, friends, career, yourself. You're going to have to continue to balance it out in order to to stay positive and healthy and
happy
and happy.
Yeah.
So
we hope you guys enjoy this video. Please comment below. Let us know. Thanks.